What's good, people? It's about that time to randomly relate, reverse wrench, no hate.
So, listen, people, I want to bring something to you guys' attention. And I just want to say now, I was looking at a fight card that's coming up. Now, Serrano and Cruz are going to fight. That should be a good fight. Seemed like it should be a good fight anyway. Now, Alycia Baumgardner, there was talks that because Choi is out, Choi basically says she's injured, and so she was stripped. You know, she says she can't fight. Okay, well, here's my thing. There was talks that Person was going to be the one to fight against Alycia Baumgardner. So she's fighting some chick named McCallum. Don't know much about her. I will say this, okay? Anytime something is being done and it has a following but hasn't just blew up and boomed yet, it's more genuine. Now, I'm not saying, and hopefully, this doesn't turn to a thing like what we see with the guys, okay? But I don't know how this person got into this position to fight against Alycia Baumgardner. But Alycia Baumgardner, I respect her as a fighter. And she's out here going after her opportunities. When something becomes big, little by little, greedy people will start to grab a hold of it. They'll start to make their money. They'll start to benefit off of it. And then you get to where how the guys are, I'm the A side, I don't need you. I can go fight whoever. I'm a draw, you're not. Get to the point where you got certain fighters, fans, and even other fighters and people involved in boxing saying, oh, this guy is at the point he can fight whoever he wants. And no, no, no. Hell no. Hell no. 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 Now, I'll say this for Alycia Baumgardner. I believe, like, she wanted to fight Choi. It's not her fault that Choi got hurt. She's saying she wants to go up and she wants to fight Katie Taylor. So I believe she wants the fights. At the same time, sometimes things happen and you just have to take what is thrown at you at that point or just say, nah, I'll pass. There's no need for her to not stay busy. So I don't know too much about the situation. In fact, if you look and you go online, they're not even talking much about this fight at all. There's not even much hype about what's going on. So we'll just have to see how things play out and see what things go from here because there's not a lot of information about it. I just, I wouldn't want to see this turn into a situation, like I said, where people are just, it just gets to the point. I don't think that, well, Alycia, I don't feel like she had anything to do with who they chose, for as an opponent. But to become undisputed, does she stay at 135 and defend her titles? Or do she vacate and say, okay, I've been there, done that. Now I'm going up to 140. Don't know. Michaela Mayer is saying she wants to go up to 140, that she wants to fight against Katie Taylor. But she was on the losing end of the fight with Baumgardner, so I don't see her getting that fight over Alycia Baumgardner. Okay, unless Alycia Baumgardner was to somehow lose this fight. But either way, If she goes to 140, I don't think she goes there and just get a fight with Katie Taylor right away. But if she stays there, and then if Alycia Baumgardner does go to 140, and they're both there, they keep winning, well, more than likely, they'll have their rematch as well. Now, I want to say this too, because I've been reading a lot of things and hear people talking, and people, they seem to overlook facts. There was no stipulation that said that Alycia Baumgardner and Michaela Mayer had to have a rematch. I mean, if they fought again, no problem. I think that fight could use a rematch because I think Alycia won by that much. Was no dominant performance by that much. I think she won. Okay. At the end of the day, to start saying, "Oh, she's ducking Michaela Mayer," I mean, your opinion is your opinion. I just don't know where people come up with this stuff from. There was no rematch clause for them. There was no, now Clarissa Shields and Savannah Marshall, their stipulation was if it was a controversial decision, okay, then there would be a rematch, which would be decided based on what? Because when you say controversial, right? Well, it let's just say, for example, if they felt like Clarissa Shields got robbed, let's do it again. Now we could say for both people, but let's just be real, okay? Because pretty much then it would be, it was a great fight. Let's do it again, make even more money off the rematch. It was one-sided and it was dominant. All of a sudden now I'm hearing people saying the same things. Oh, Clarissa Shields is ducking Savannah Marshall because she knows she'll beat in the rematch. It's like, really? You're ducking someone that you dominated. You're ducking someone that only won 2 rounds out of a 10-round fight. Like, I don't know where people come up with this nonsense. To me, that's really the people that was saying congratulations, but was frowning on the inside as they were saying congratulations, and now letting their true side come out of now all of a sudden she's ducking. Ducking how? Savannah Marshall lost the fight. Plain and simple. It was a wide margin. It was no narrow margin. That fight doesn't warrant a rematch in terms of the outcome and what we saw in the ring. Now, in terms of the interest in the rematch, okay, yeah. I'm not against the rematch. I'm not big on rematches unless I feel like it's a reason for it. Just because the intrigue is there, okay, cool. Then it's a money move. And of course, both fighters are going to come in there to try and win. But regardless, my point is, if Clarissa Shields chose to fight someone else, how the hell is she ducking someone when she just kicked her ass? Let's just say it like it is. Savannah went in there and she fought her ass off and did the best she could do, but she got beat. All right, simple. So at the end of the day, with this whole she's ducking, now all of a sudden Alycia Baumgardner is ducking because she said no rematch for Michaela Mayer. Why did she say no rematch? It's because I'm moving forward in my career to become undisputed. Do you guys think if Michaela Mayer would have got that decision, that she's gonna, oh, let's run it back, instead of, nah, I just beat you. Now let me go on to fight Choi and become undisputed. That's exactly what she would have done. But it's because she was on the losing end. Excuse me. She has a lot to say. And if you notice, Michaela Mayer has done at least 5 or 6 interviews, maybe even more, where all she's doing is talking about Alycia Baumgardner. It's like the obsession. You got beat. Now you're going to ride this Alycia Baumgardner wave to keep your name relevant with hers. And at the end of the day, what you need to do, in all honesty, you see Alycia Baumgardner's moving on with her career. You need to focus on moving on with your career. And if you cross paths in the future, so be it. Learn from this fucking Demetrius Andre Canelo situation. Charlo Canelo situation. People only getting older, but they're refusing fights. And their prime years are slipping away. Before you know it, these guys are no longer what they used to be. Then it's going to be what he should have done. maybe the realization to hit them. You know what? I should have did this. I should have did that. But it's too late at that point. So all of this ducking talk is like it's crazy because I'm like, wait a minute. So Alycia Baumgardner wins the fight. There's no rematch clause because if it was, they would be having a rematch. And two, now all of a sudden she's running and scared because she's moving on with her career. Okay, well, here's the thing, right? If Michaela Mayer goes up to 140, did she fight Amanda Serrano? Did she fight an elite person, beat that person, then go to Katie Taylor, or did she go up to 140, have a soft touch, and then hope they can negotiate and get a fight with Katie Taylor? We don't know. So when you start pointing the finger at people just because, like what happened for people to even say that anybody's ducking anybody, especially the Clarissa Shields Savannah Marshall situation, because let's just be real, the fanboys built her up to be unbeatable. Her power, her power, her power. She's gonna stop Shields. It's gonna be easy. I give it 3 rounds. She hits too hard. What happened? Aries was the one who said, I don't see her beating Clarissa Shields. I see Clarissa completely outboxing her, like just putting it on her. Isn't that what happened? Just saying. Let it go. If they have a rematch, so be it. If they don't, here's my thing. Clarissa Shields, she does MMA. She boxes. She has things going on in her life where she has a lot to look forward to. I don't know what Savannah Marshall has outside of boxing, but as a fighter, you lose a fight, you get up, you dust yourself off, you keep it pushing. When you get to the point where you lose a fight and all of a sudden you just become obsessed with this person that beat you, or your fans become obsessed with this person that beat you, and they start making a bunch of ridiculous comments. This is what I don't respect about fighters. Don't stand in the ring at the end of a fight, shake hands, hug, yo, good fight, yo, you're a true warrior, blah, blah, blah. And then, oh, that's good sportsmanship, good to see that, and then all of a sudden you go to Twitter, he's a bitch ass nigga. Oh, he got lucky, fuck that nigga, blah, blah, blah. Or, oh, if we fought again, I'm pretty sure I'd be like, why did you? I'm not. How am I going to call you a warrior? Then go to calling you a bitch ass nigga? How? No. If I'm going to call you, which that's not my terminology, but if I'm going to call you a bitch ass nigga on Twitter, that means that's what I said to you in that ring. What did Aries say to you? Well, he called me a bitch ass nigga, and that he can't wait to kick my ass again. I'm not going to tell you you're a warrior, you're a good fight, hug, shake hands, raise your hand up, show your respect. Then all of a sudden now, let's create some fake beef. Let's create some fake drama. For what? We don't need this. Watered down theatrics. We don't need this. So this whole rematch clause thing didn't come into effect because there was no controversy. The right person won and was dominant. The other fight was way, way closer. Okay? Which there are people who feel like Baumgartner lost. But there's also people that feel like Michaela Mayer lost. Regardless, there's no rematch stipulated in their fight. One person has moved on. The other is stuck on, I got to say Alycia Baumgardner's name every interview I have. It gets to a point when you're asked the same questions over and over. You just, hey, you know what? Next question. Nothing to talk about here. I've already said what I had to say about that situation. And until something change, so be it. I wish that person nothing but the best in their future. And I'm moving on with mine. Hopefully, we our paths cross again and we do it again. But until that happens, I have nothing to talk about. People don't know how to do that. No, they have to talk, insult, try to make themselves look good, and just piss and moan about everything. Well, the reality is, you still have something to prove, just like Alycia Baumgardner does. So there's no reason for anybody to start making excuses about what happened. And I mean, when I saw who Baumgartner was matched up with, I immediately felt like, what the hell is this? Why is she fighting? Okay. And I started looking for some information. I mean, you can't find anything about this. Just the damn fight card itself, you can't find nothing about it. So I'm like, okay. And all right, we'll see what happens after this. Let's see where this is going. This is one of those situations. But yeah, I mean, I don't let people get in my head. But people will taint something that was great, something that was really special, with a bunch of excuses, whining and crying. At the end of the day, people, it's a sport. It's a job. It's entertainment. And it's something that people need to understand. Your favorite fighter is not going to always win. That's just the way it goes. You're going to have legit decisions. You're going to have clear robberies. You're going to have a whole bunch of stuff happen. It's unfortunate when things happen, we speak on it. But I'll say this before in this video. I still salute Savannah Marshall. I salute Shields. I salute Mayer. I salute Baumgardner. I salute McCaskill and listen. Hopefully the fighters are classy enough to not let these fanboys get in their heads. But when you as a fighter start making excuses and start saying a bunch of crazy stuff, you make yourself look desperate and look bad. Because outside of that, like when I was saying, Dan, all y'all talk about is Savannah Marshall power. And outside of y'all talk about her power, y'all don't talk about not one opponent that she fought, giving that opponent praise. Because you can't. Who did she fight? Only damn thing y'all keep bringing up is she got a decision over Clarissa Shields in the amateurs 10 damn years ago. Like, so it's like y'all make it seem like she, outside of that, she didn't accomplish nothing but knocked out a bunch of people that she was supposed to knock out. Their rankings would kind of suck too. Not kind of, a lot of the people she fought, their rankings sucked. But you still know Savannah Marshall is a solid guy. Tyson Fury's a good fighter, but he does a bunch of dumb stuff. And he basically still, like, it's like he just, look at his resume. Look at Wilder's resume. Elite guys, but still in all. And this is what's crazy. They'll refer to Deontay Wilder as the hardest punching heavyweight of all time. But look at his resume. Weak. Extremely weak. He has the weakest resume out of all of the elite guys. And the heavyweight division. And just period. Look at his resume. Look at who's who on his resume, who he's fought. And at all them knockouts, just look at who he's fought. And isn't it ironic that the only elite guy on his resume he lost to? So just saying, when you break things down, you have to look at it for what it is. I don't take this stuff to heart. I know a lot of you guys do. For whatever reason, it just makes no sense to me. But, I'm not going to bash anybody because of what you guys say, but I'm going to be honest and be real. And like I said, Savannah Marshall don't suck. She's still a solid fighter. She basically brought it, and it wasn't so much because, Clarissa was just a better fighter that night. She's just a better fighter all around, period, which is what I've been saying. And I said the only way I see her beating Shields is if she knocks Shields out. She's not going to outbox Clarissa. Yeah, I don't see that happening. And there was people saying she could outbox her. She's a better fighter. She has better fundamentals and all that. Clarissa's just wild. I'm like, okay. Well, good luck with that. At the end of the day, there's no ducking going on. People are moving on with their careers. That's all. Some of them are stuck and holding on to a loss and using it to get attention. And it just, Alycia Baumgardner's last fight was against Mayer, right? Alicia's about to jump in the ring again. I don't know what Michaela Mayer got going on, but every time I see her, she's sitting there suited up talking about Baumgardner. What you got going on? Go out there and get in the ring. You know, hey, start building yourself back up. Simple. It's not like you went there and got dominated. It was a razor's hair decision. It was that close. So, nothing to feel bad about. I mean, now if you truly feel robbed or whatever it is, what you feel is not going to change the outcome of the fight. Move on. Simple. I salute all of them. I think they all, are solid fighters. And yeah, I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing, excuse me, Baumgartner and Mayer do it, run it back. But to hold on to that and sit here and like stress yourself out and worry about what she's doing and what does it do for you? She's making moves while you're still sitting up talking about her. So that just makes no sense to me. Anyway, talk to me in the comment section. Never fall in love with lies. Remember, the truth brings hate out of people, and I will catch y'all on the next video.